So today we'll be talking about careers that you don't need to go to school for. So I'm gonna take this and we will throw it away. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nafula, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you subscribe. And if you've already subscribed to my channel, I just want to say thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching my videos. Today we'll be talking about important issues, and it's how to make it in America. Like, what are the careers that you can choose once you get here? But then I'm not going to address that today. Today we'll be talking about the careers that you can work on while you're still at home before you even win the green card lottery. And this is not going to be important for you if you get here. It's also going to be important for you if you stay back home. I know you're waiting for me to tell you interesting things about the medical field, healthcare profession, like, go to medical school, go to nursing school and all that. And guess what? I'm not going to talk about that. So today we'll be talking about careers that you don't need to go to school for. So I'm going to take this and we will throw it away because we don't need that today. Today we'll be talking about how to make money without even going to school. People have this notion where you have to go to school to make money. Yes, you can make money by going to school. I did that, but still I was able to make money before I even graduated college. And I'm going to be explaining that in this video. And some people will judge me. They'll be like, oh, Nafula, you went to school. You love to go to school. What are you telling us about not going to school and making money? Trust me, in America, one thing about America that's good, that's positive about this place, you actually don't need to go to school to succeed in life. In Africa, you need to go to school and then get a job and then go from there. Here, you can actually build a successful business. You can be an entrepreneur and make money without even going to school. So you don't have to be book smart. So if you just applied for the green card lottery, you're just asking yourself, what can I do to prepare just in case I win? The first thing, and that's very easy to do, is to learn how to drive. Make sure you learn how to drive, even if you don't get a driving license, but then you just know like how to move a car. I understand like in Kenya, they drive on the left side and we keep the right side. But as long as you know how to drive a car, that's really important. You don't need a driving license. So if you can get somebody to teach you how to drive, that's going to be really important. Why? Because in America, driving lessons are very expensive. Number two, to get somebody who's going to let you use their car to learn how to drive is really hard, because if you crash that car, that's it. So somebody, even if they're your best friends with a newer car, especially in America, people like to get like newer cars, nobody will let you use their car to drive. So it has to be somebody who really, really knows you well and trusts you. So to be better, just learn how to drive over there. So when you come over here, it's going to be easier to get somebody to teach you how to drive because you already understand the basics. And then you just need to learn like the road signs and driving on the right. So that's the first thing. And if you can learn how to drive, when you come here and you don't want to go to school, you can go and get a driver's license to drive like a truck. And that is called a CDL license. So you'll need a CDL license. And then once you get your CDL license, which is pretty like, once you get here, if you can get, you don't need to go to school, like, like reading and stuff, you just need to go to, so you can go to a tractor trailer school and then you can just get your license. And after that, you can get it employed, like, like by this big supermarkets here, like Walmart or whatever, and you can drive for them and you'll get full benefits, full health insurance, and then you'll have a good income just for like after a couple months of being here. So that's the quickest way that you can make money without actually going to school and getting a degree. That's number one. And people are making a lot of money because once you come here, first you can get, once you get your CDL license, you can get hired by a company. And then you work and save enough money to buy your own truck. Once you buy your own truck, then you hire yourself. And then you can be driving and then making all this money. And then after that, With the money that you make, use to buy another truck and then hire somebody else. So the money that you make, you can save that money and actually buy more trucks, and that way you can hire other people to work for you. So you're actually building your own business. So you learned you got a CDL license, you started driving for a company, you saved enough money, you bought a truck, you drive your own truck, save money, buy another truck, hire somebody to drive it, and then save money, buy another truck. And by the time you realize, you're owning all these trucks and you have your own company. And guess what? You don't have to go to college and get a degree for that. So if you're not good with like going to college and all that, you don't have to do that. You can do other careers that actually do not require a degree. Some of you are probably asking, they're like, oh, I'm a woman, I can't drive. There's women who could driving trucks and they're doing very well. But then in case you can't drive a truck, there's a career for you that you can actually start working on it while you're still back home. And drums roll, hairdressing and beauty, like, applying makeup and stuff like that. You can get a lot of money doing that here. So you can practice there, make sure you're like very good at it, and then when you come here, you can set up a small business where people can hire you for the weddings. You go put on makeup and stuff like that. And also hairdressing, that's a big thing. And then I'm gonna use my hair as an example. So let's use my hair as an example, and I'm gonna show you my hair. I know since you've known me on YouTube, I've pretty much had the same hair, and then today I'm gonna be explaining why. So we'll look at it. So that's my hair right there. These are braids. You see, I'm gonna take this, it's really bad right now, that's why I have this on. But then you can look at it, like it's overgrown, like look at the growth here, you see? And I'm still not taking it out, like it's still hanging in there. And your question is like, why don't you just take those things out, right? Okay, I'm gonna explain why. I spent $200 to get this hair fixed. I paid $200, that's 20,000 Kenya shillings. So in Kenya, this hairstyle will pretty much cost me about $15 or $20 to make. Here, I paid $200 and that was with a discount. Yes, that was with a discount, $200 for it. So if I want somebody to go take it out, then I have to pay $100 to get it taken out. And that's the reason why I haven't taken it out. And then I can take it out myself, but then because I'm busy, I have all these things going on, I cannot do it myself. So I have to have somebody do it for me, and then I have to pay money. That's why my hair is staying put. So I'll take it out, but then not yet. Back to the main point. What I'm trying to say is, so if you learn to make hair back home, when you get here, guess where all the African and immigrant people will be making hair? They will be coming to your house. You make their hair and they pay you cash, or they pay you whatever they want to pay you. So you'll have your job, you go, and then on the weekend when you're just at home and you're like, oh, I feel like making $500 a day. Then you braid 2 people, and then guess what? You have money. So literally, instead of just like at home, you applied for the green card lottery and you're just sitting there, you can go to a hair and beauty school and learn how to make hair, how to put, like I wouldn't encourage you to like learn how to put relaxer because you need a license to do it here, but you don't need a license to actually braid hair. I remember I used to braid hair when I was in college and students used to pay me money. So this is a good business. Even before I got like, busy with the kids and stuff, I used to work full-time job. But if somebody wanted me to braid their hair real quick, I braid like 5 braids or 6 braids and I make my $50, my $100 just like that. So hair and beauty over here is money. So instead of just wasting your time, you're like, let me just sit and wait to win the green card lottery. What you can do, you can just enroll to a hair and beauty school over there, learn how to braid. Don't learn how to make relaxers and stuff, because if you burn somebody's head over here with a relaxer, you are going to jail and you're getting deported right after that. So you don't want that to happen. So just learn how to braid hair and how to apply makeup. Good money. Another 4th career that you can work on while you're back home is plumbing or you can do building and construction. And you don't have to like go to school and do like the details, like drawings and all that measurements they do in architecture school or whatever. You don't need that. You just need to learn how to put stuff together, like build a house. Houses here, they're made of wood, you know. It's not like home where you have to like build with bricks and stuff like that. Most houses here is just wood. So learn how to build like something out of wood. Because if you learn how to do that and you come here, you can like work with somebody who already has a business and you can be building houses together, and it's a lot of money. Or you can get a job building like, you know, road construction. They get paid like $30-40 an hour just to build like road. You know, people in my country, like people, they don't like jengo. It's called kazi ya mjengo. So right, like somebody will tell you like, me with my whole degree, mimi na degree yote, degree na masters and PhD yangu yote, nichukue niende kazi ya mjengo. Over there, nobody will do that. But over here, if you just need to go and do like road constructions and stuff, you can get paid $40 an hour. Why would you go get paid like less than that with a PhD when you can just build roads and make more money? Like, it doesn't make sense, you know? So I'm just giving advice. Like, if you want to use it, you can use it. But if you don't, then that's fine. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say like America has a way of humbling people. You will be humbled with your PhD. You get here, you're a whole professor back home, you win the green card lottery, you come over here. Do you think you'll just go walk into a university and be like, I have a PhD, I need a job? Nobody's gonna hire you because you have to train, you have to be like qualified to the American level to get a degree as a professor here. So you might need to go back to school again. Here, we've seen like people with degrees, masters, PhD, they're cleaning toilets. People with PhDs, they're over there building roads. People with PhDs, they're cleaning restaurants, serving in the restaurants. Because guess what? America will humble you. It will take all your qualifications and bring them. So I'm gonna tell you my story. Me, before I came here, like I was teaching and I showed up here, my friend. The way I was washing dishes in a restaurant, naosha vyombo, sufuria, I was washing those vyombos like I've never washed them before. So what I'm trying to say is, when you come here, don't be like up here. Don't be like, I can't do that. I feel like I need an office job. Hey, you want to be an HR with your Kenyan accent? You speak to somebody, they're asking you like, say what? I'm sorry, but I can't understand what you're talking about. And you're like, me and my whole English, Kenyan English. Nakuja hapa naongea English, mtu ananiuliza, what are you talking about? Another well-paying job is a nanny, mboch, you know? When you're back home, usually they're like, oh, you know, mboches are from like over there in the villages. They come work for you and you pay money, and usually they're not educated and stuff like that. Like, you know, they can't get other jobs. That's why they're working as nannies. Over here, a nanny is paid like $30 an hour, $20 an hour, depending on the amount of kids you have. They are making the good money, just taking care of the kids. And you know, when a nanny is working for you, like if I get like, you know, a nanny for my kids sometimes, they don't do my dishes. They don't clean my house. They just come there and watch the kids. Because you told them I have 3 kids and you have to watch the kids. They'll just sit there and watch kids. Like they're watching, like, you know, they wouldn't like baby like, let me just, you know, like clean dishes or clean. No, they're just watching the kids for $30 an hour. So somebody, you just leave them in your house with your kids. Like if your kids are sleeping or the kids are like, you know, maybe watching TV, they'll just sit on the chair and watch them. They wouldn't be like, okay, maybe there's a dirty cup on the table, I need to take that and put away. No, they're there to watch the kids, and that's what they will do. If you want somebody to clean the dishes, they come to clean the dishes and not watch your kids. So nanny, good money. And also, like, you can go get some training, like in childcare, and open your own daycare at your house. So like you have kids, like, you know, people who work like me and then they need daycare, they can drop their kids at your house. And if you have like at a time, each kid is paying $200 a week. You have $1,000 a week for watching kids. You don't need to work. You don't need to go to school. You can make good money from that. You can also choose to clean people's houses. People can, like if you need somebody to clean your house, like we work, so sometimes we don't have time to clean the house or, do the laundry and stuff like that. So you get somebody to help you. You have to pay them. And they come and you pay per hour. And sometimes you pay per job. So if you can clean people's houses, you don't need to go to college for that. So if you're like, you're in your 50s and then your 40s and then you don't want to go to school, you can actually get jobs that you can do here without actually going to school. And then the last job we'll be talking about today is just working in the exterior. Like, if you know how to mow lawns, if you know how to paint people's houses, if you know how to do landscaping, you can start your own landscaping business, and that will make you a lot of money without going to school. So don't get afraid or don't fear coming here thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get there, I'm old, I can't go back to school, I can't speak the American English, and you're just like, you're gonna be frustrated here. No, there's so many jobs that you can get that you don't need a degree. You just need some form of certificate in some jobs, but you can actually land here, and if you have your skill, you can use your skill to make you money. And the last thing, if you're lazy, if you don't like to work, my friend, stay back home. Over here, people work hours and hours because you make a lot of money, but then you also have bills to pay. So if your house, maybe back home, you're paying $200 a month, over here, you're going to have at least $1,000 to pay for an apartment, or maybe $600 or $700, depending where you want to live. So you'll be working so hard, so many hours to actually pay for your bills. So in other words, some people don't have a social life. So you get here and it's work, go to work, come back home, sleep, go to work and repeat. Work, sleep, no social life. So if you have family back at home that you're taking care of and you need to send them money, you will be working like crazy. I guarantee you that. And I know there'll be people out there who'll be like, yeah, whatever you're saying it doesn't apply to everybody. And I completely understand. But then I'm just saying from my experience and from other people around me. Especially I live in New York. This state is very expensive. The taxes are crazy. Everything is crazy around here. Why I live here, I completely still don't understand. But anyhow, you have to work extra hard because you know what brought you here. You just didn't come here to just sit here. You came because you wanted a better life. So you have to better your life. And it is possible. But just so you know, you will be starting from scratch. And it might take you a while to get to where your friend is, where Nafula is. It took us a while to get here. So don't come here expecting this life. You will have a different life before you get here. So for everybody who's playing or who's applying for the green card lottery, so if you win, so just understand when you get here, you'll have a kind of a rough time. The first few years, you're going to be struggling before you get to where you want to be. And we have some people who've been in America for like 20 years, 30 years, and still they're not there yet. There's people who are still struggling right now. So when you come here, don't expect like it's going to be smooth. You'll just get here and money will be falling off the trees. It doesn't work that way. You will be working, my friend. You will be working until when somebody calls you from back home, you're half asleep when you're answering that phone. So just know that it's not going to be a walk in the park.
List, if you applied for the DV Lottery 2024 or you won the DV Lottery last year, or you're interested in becoming a host, you can sign up on nafulaconnect.com. And how you do that is you go to nafulaconnect.com and then it brings you to this page here. If you want to get my Facebook, you click this one right here. If you want to go to my Instagram, it's right here. And then if you want to go to my YouTube, you can go right here. But then to sign up, if you applied for the DV lottery, you're going to go to the guest and host pairing. So if you just applied for the green card lottery, you're going to go to the guest and host pairing on nafula.com, and you're going to go all the way at the bottom, and then here where it says sign up, you're going to enter your email address and then you're going to sign up here. So that's for the people who just applied for the green card lottery. You'll need to enter your email here and then sign up. That way you can be on the list in case you win. Then you'll be considered for hosting, like if we have hosts available or there's like availability for people who want to host. If you won the DV lottery last year and you have not found a host, so you're gonna get to this form here. It says guest DV lottery winner. So put your name, date of birth, the country where you're from, the gender, how many people, and their ages. Like if you're 5 people, make sure you include their ages. You have to put your confirmation number, and we need the case number, and then your phone number, your email address. And if you need special accommodations, like maybe you're disabled, or maybe you don't speak a certain language, or you don't eat certain foods, then, or maybe you don't want to stay with certain people, you can put all those accommodation needs here, and then you click on the send. If you're a visitor visiting the United States and you like to live with somebody as opposed to living in a hotel, you're gonna go to the guest visas temporary visit. You're gonna put your name, age and gender, the country where you're from, how long will you be here, and when are you coming, and how much are you willing to pay the host, and then your phone number, your email, and then again, if you have any accommodation, you're going to put those here. Last is for a host. If you want to sign up to be a host, to host somebody from Africa, either they can pay you rent, or if you have kids and you need help, you can just tell them, like, I'm going to host you for free, but then you'll help me with the kids. So you make a deal before they even get here. So if you want to be a host and you're interested and you live in the United States, you don't have to be a citizen. You can just enter your name here, your phone number, your email, special accommodation, what country you're from, how many people can you accommodate, what are the age ranges, male, female, or if any, that's fine. And then for free, you can just say free, and then on the special, request, you can just say free, but then I need help with childcare, or 0 to 500 rent per month, 500 to 1,000, and above 1,000. But then you just need to consider that those people coming here are usually the DV lottery winners. They're from countries where they don't make a lot of money. Some of them they can barely raise their air ticket. So you can be like, 1 month free, and then after that, when you get a job, you'll pay $500 a month, and then you're gonna click send. And then just to review, you only fill this form if you won the lottery. So if you won the lottery last year, you fill this form. If you just applied for the lottery, so this is not a form for you to fill. You fill at the bottom. So if you won the lottery, fill this one. If you have a guest visa or B1 visa, B2, you can complete here. And then if you want to be a host, you can sign up here. And finally, if you just applied for the green card lottery, you just sign up here to receive new visa updates. So like, when the results are out, I'll send out an email and I'm like, hey, the results are out. You can just go ahead and check, see if you won. Thanks for watching.